All right, let's see how we're going. It says I'm live, so we'll just wait for everybody to come back over.
Okay.
Is there? What does it sound like? Is there?
Yep. Yep.
Cool. So, all good. Maureen says all good. Yay! Okay. Oh, I've got to fix my lipstick. Okay.
There you go.
Done?
Yeah.
She's happy now. Had to fix my lipstick. Don't often wear lipstick, so while I'm waiting for everyone to pop over, guys, I'll just have my cup of tea. Oh, I thought we'd fix that issue with the crackly speakers and wobbly stuff, but never mind. We'll start again. Easy enough to do. Okay. All righty. So while we're just waiting for everyone to pop over, if you have a question, thank you, Maureen. Maureen says nice colour lipstick.
Is that the one I chose?
No, it's my old favourite Maybelline one that I've been wearing for the last 40 years. No, I'm not that old. 20 years. I'm well, thank you, Barbara. And thank you, Lynette. I've been wearing this colour lipstick since before I was married. Maybelline they did actually change it, which caused me a great deal of angst. I had to go on a hunt for it. So I have a couple of tubes put away. Okay, so thank you, Barb. I like my top too. Everyone's back over, I think, hopefully. They can hear me now. Cool. Let's get started for real this time. Okay, so if you are new to our channel, welcome. I'm Kath from the Cheapskates Club. The voice and hand you may hear over to my left during the show is Hannah, my daughter, and she will act as moderator for your comments tonight. Love for you to comment. I do go back and read them. But if you have a question, just one thing, if you have a question, please put it in capitals, all uppercase, so that it stands out, because I can't see, I don't get them at all. But as Hannah's trying to keep up with the comments, they scroll by really quickly, and sometimes a question can get missed. So if you can make it stand out for us, that would be really, really good. I don't know what she's doing over there, making a mess. Okay, so Christmas, folks. Oh, no, who's going to tell me that they're surprised that Christmas is coming? Hannah will be rolling her eyes because she's a bit like me. It's the same time every year. It shouldn't be a surprise. But anyway, she's looking for something. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. According to a survey, and I missed the details, I missed putting them in my notes, but I've got them inside. 7 million Australians say they're planning on spending, on average, an extra $900 for Christmas this year. That's an extra $900 for Christmas this year. And if you're sitting down, stay sitting down. If you're not, sit, because most of that spending will be going onto the credit card. The credit card, folks. So it will cost them more than $900. Now, if they'd asked me about this, I would have said, guys, save $18 a week and you'll have your $900 for Christmas. That's all it is. $18 a week over the year will give you $900. That's less than the price of a cup of coffee a day, or if you're working one lunch and a coffee once a week. Just in case you were thinking you couldn't possibly save $18 a week to cover the cost of Christmas. Give up one lunch, cup of coffee, or cup of coffee 3 times a week, and you've got your $18 to bank for Christmas. Now, 73% of people surveyed did say they were planning on cutting costs. Wowzers, how much were they going to spend otherwise? So that's a really good thing. I'm glad about that. But the thing that stood out to me, and I know you'd obviously think it would be the money that would stand out, it wasn't, is that only 41% of those surveyed said they had actually started Christmas shopping or had planned to start Christmas shopping early. Well, I like to start early. For gifts and decorations, I start on Boxing Day. I love the Boxing Day sales. And for the Christmas, New Year, summer holidays, the groceries and food and treats, I start in October. I've already started, guys, and I'm reading the comments on Cheapskates Chatter over on Facebook, our group. Some of you have already started too. Well done. Now, I start in October with the aim to have all the shopping done by the 30th of November, so that from the 1st of December, I don't need to go to the shops. I can stay away from the shopping centres. I can stay away from the supermarket. I can stay home in the cool and the peace and the tranquility. I don't need to battle the heat and the humidity and the crowds. So for me, getting the groceries done early is the best plan ever. And the thing is, folks, Christmas meals shouldn't add a lot to the grocery bill. You know? I've been saying this for years and lots of people remember it, but a few don't. Christmas dinner is just one meal on one day of the year. We all like to have something special for that meal, but we don't need to go overboard. So whether you go traditional like we do, or you choose to have a picnic on the beach or a barbecue in the backyard or a Chinese banquet or whatever you do, it is still just one meal on one day of the year. One meal for one day of the year. And there are people that spend hundreds of dollars on it. That's not necessary. So how do you start getting the extra ingredients and treats for your Christmas dinner without overspending? Well, you start with a shopping list. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? Look, most of us buy the same groceries over and over and over. So our shopping list should start with those basics. Now, for Christmas, New Year, all those holidays, you'll have extra entertaining to do. We have a mozza of birthdays between November and the end of January. You know, there will be little bits added to the shopping list. But most of that stuff you can buy early and plan to buy early so that you don't blow the budget. When I used to shop monthly, I simply split the December shopping list in half and did half in October, half in November. Easy. Then I made a short list of the extras that we would have, like the shapes, the after dinner mints, the chocolate sultanas and the scorched almonds. I've already bought those. Of course, they were half price a few weeks ago, so they are tucked away in the crate. The drinks, the chips, the pretzels, the extra ingredients, the dips and the fudge and the cakes and the shortbreads. You know, halve them. Find out what you need, work out what you need, halve them, and add half to October and half to November for your shopping. If you shop weekly, then it'll be smaller amounts each week. But the thing to remember is if you fill your pantry with ingredients, you won't have too many extras to add. It'll just be the things like the scorched almonds and the gold coins for the Christmas stockings and stuff like that you only use or only have at Christmas time. So there's usually not too much extra to add if you stop and think about it. Now, when it comes to meat, you might have extra meats, turkey or ham, seafood, if you like seafood. It depends what you like. Now, we don't like turkey. So we have my golden roast chicken, and the recipe's over on the Cheapskates Club website. no special ingredients required, no special skill required. If I can make it, anyone can. The trick is in the roasting, and it makes the most mouth-wateringly moist and flavourful chicken. It's good, isn't it?
It's all right.
It's all right. You don't get any on Christmas. You can have wheat bix.
I'm fine with that.
I make the stuffing, you know, and it's easy now. I've already got the chicken too, because a while back chickens were on sale, and I stocked the freezer. Wayne likes a ham, so I start looking for a ham in September. I start watching the prices, and then when they come down towards the end of this month, early November, they'll start to come down in price again. I'll buy one. And I usually look to pay no more than $7 a kilo. That's an expensive ham for me. But I glaze it. Glazed ham is so easy to do, and it can be done ahead. It can be done in the oven. You can do it in the barbecue if you have a hooded barbecue. If it's a small ham, you can even do it in the slow cooker. Glazing it adds so much flavour. So if you buy a cheaper ham and glaze it, and again, my recipe and instructions for glazing a ham are on the Cheapskates Club website, no one will know it wasn't a very expensive triple smoked ham with a brand name. But your wallet will know, your budget will know, you'll have extra cash for other things. And you'll probably find that you've already got the ingredients for the glaze. They're basic pantry items, nothing special. They're just regular, everyday ingredients. So you don't need to add anything extra to your shopping list, and there's no extra expense. For me, and I'm hoping for you too, if you're going to keep the cost of treats down from now until the end of November, or whenever you decide you want to stop shopping, check the sales faithfully. Look for the specials on all the extras that are on your list. Then add them to your grocery list, whether you shop weekly, fortnightly, monthly like I do, and then you'll shop accordingly. Now, bringing a whole month's worth of grocery shopping forward, yeah, you might be cringing, going, no, just can't do it, don't have the cash for it. You might be listening to me and thinking that, you know, it's all very well and good for you, Kath, to sit there and tell me to do that. You've got the money, but I don't have the money. I've got kids and bills and mortgages and whatever. Well, I do have the money for December groceries already because I budget ahead. But even before we were able to budget ahead, I would do a dodgy and withdraw my December grocery money from the emergency fund. And then I'd halve it, and add half to the October and half to the November grocery money in the grocery purse. Then when December rolled around again and payday came, I'd repay the emergency fund. So for a little while, the emergency fund was just that little bit less. Now, if you don't have money in your emergency fund or savings to cover the drawing of your December grocery budget early, that's fine. You'll just be doing your shopping the regular way with your regular grocery budget, but you'll still be able to get some extra things and come in under budget. You won't need to overspend for your Christmas groceries. So you'll be able to get all the regular things that you need, the cereal, the flour, the sugar, the whatever, the Vegemite and the milk and the cheese and things, but you'll be able to add some extra treats too, because from now until the end of November, the treats are going to be thick in the supermarkets. And remember, Woolworths is already advertising that they're cutting the cost of Christmas for us. All right, so stick to your list. But before you hit the shops, jump online and check out what's on half price, what's on sale that is on your list, and decide what you're going to get, what you're going to add to it so that it fits within your budget. Okay. Once you've done that and you've bought those extra things, just cross them off the list. You don't need them anymore. And then this is the important bit. This is the really important bit.
Don't eat the stash.
Put them away until Christmas. Don't eat the stash. That's right. Don't eat the stash. Because otherwise you will blow the budget. Don't eat the stash. Hide it if you have to. Because if your house is anything like mine, the fridge fairies seem to be able to sniff out treats if they're not well hidden, and they just vanish. Now, I actually have a crate in my bedroom that I put the non-perishable things in. So the cheesels, the soft drink that we have, because we only have soft drink occasionally, or I only buy it occasionally, the scorched almonds and the chocolate sultanas, the lollies, the things like that that we have go into the crate in my wardrobe, and nobody but Wayne and I go into the wardrobe, so they're safe. Look, between now and the end of December, New Year's, there will be so many treats on sale. Now, I call them treats because we don't have them all the time, and most of us probably don't. And they'll often be on half price, so keep an eye glued for those specials. I think it's a real shame Coles decided to drop the paper catalogue, because frankly, scrolling through the online catalogue or the list, I find painful. I absolutely hate it. It's one of the reasons I rarely shopped at Woolworths, because I'd have to look online for their specials. Trying to browse the specials takes forever, and it's complicated, and they're all over the place, and it's just annoying. But do it, because the aim is every time you do your grocery shopping between now and the 30th of November, you'll also be doing a small portion of your December shopping. So you'll be able to sit back and relax when everyone else is running around like a headless chook in December. You can sit back, put your feet up, have a cold drink, enjoy the cool and the no stress. You can enjoy the celebrations because you've been able to do it all and do it within your budget. Such a good thing to be able to do is shop within your budget. Now, I think that, stop. Sorry, I'm going too fast. I've got my notes in front of me and I'm scrolling through them and they sped up. Only on my channel. Okay. I always add extra things like that I put in the Christmas stockings too. So even though they're grown up, they like their Christmas stockings. So things like their favourite cereal. So when the Fruit Loops were on sale half price a couple of weeks ago, I got the Fruit Loop.
What was that Fruit Loop?
Well, if Nutrigrain comes on sale, I'll get Nutrigrain. These are cereals, I don't buy them during the year. These are a strictly Christmas thing. With our kids, they got birthday present, one present, an Easter egg, one Easter egg, and then Christmas. So we tended to do more at Christmas because we didn't just randomly give stuff through the year. We didn't buy toys and games and books and things through the year for no reason and hand them over. So for Christmas, they always had their big present, and then I would do their stocking. Now, when they were little, because mummy was mummy, so in their stocking, they will get the Batman undies and socks and the bananas in pajamas, toothpaste and toothbrush and things like that, the branded licensed stuff that I would normally not buy for them simply because it's expensive. It was expensive. They always had some coins, some chocolate coins in gold, and they still like to get those. And then because in our house we have rolled oats, Wheat Bix or Riceys as a general rule for the cereals, I would give them the Kellogg's variety packs, the little boxes, because everyone liked little boxes of stuff. And they had Cocoa Pops and all sorts of food like those. So they will get those in their stocking along with Barbie undies and socks and pink hair tidies and bubble bath and all sorts of fancy stuff. Well, in Hannah's, the boys didn't, and fill up their stockings. Now they're older, they still like the cereal. So they still get a Kellogg's variety pack each in their Christmas stocking from Mum. I'm a good mother. Yeah, I try to be anyway. So think about that too, because you can actually make some of those treats a part of the gift. It's not being mean. It's not being mean. If they're a special thing, make them special, because otherwise it becomes humdrum and boring and there's no enjoyment in it if it's humdrum and boring. Whereas once a year, my kids knew they would get their own set of cereals, little 6-pack of cereals, and it was theirs and theirs alone, and they could choose which day they had what. And it was special. And, you know, roll on 25 years, it's still special. Obviously, they still enjoy it. So think of things like that too, that you can add to your groceries without going over budget. And if you do add those cereal, for example, to your groceries, then you won't need to add the box of Weet-Bix, perhaps.
In January,
yeah. Because the kids will have cereal to eat. Or if it's not going to blow the budget, buy the Weet-Bix and add it to your stockpile to build your pantry. There are ways around it. Anyway, so now, we've got any questions? She's looking, scrolling. Remember, questions in capitals, please, so that they stand out.
Barb says she's nearly finished with her gifts and she started on the food.
Woohoo!
Joy says her special bites are ham on the bone and prawns, but that's for lunch and dinner.
Yeah. Well, we find Christmas lunch, because we have Christmas lunch as the main meal on Christmas Day, tends to be when we just overeat.
Because of all the snacks on the table.
We tend to overeat. So for tea time, it's a case of put it out and whatever the leftovers are, everyone just helps themselves. It works, you know, works really well. And it's an easy day then. And if there's anything left over after that that hasn't been reheated or re-refrigerated, it's the Boxing Day meals, whether it goes into toasties or on a salad or whatever, and we keep it that way. And that's another way of, you know, stretching your grocery money too, is stretching the meal. So I like stretching meals.
Colleen's asked, is Crisco worth it?
Crisco Hampers? You know, no. You're paying 2.5 to 3 times.
Like consumer leasing for food.
It's pardon what?
Like consumer leasing for food.
Yes, it is. It's like consumer leasing for food. There you go. Never a good thing. You're paying 2.5 to 3 times the cost of food. If you really want to do something like that, go to our website, type in the Joyco hamper. Joy's on tonight. She very kindly, a few years ago, shared with us her own version of a Crisco hamper. And it's on the website. So go to thecheapskatesclub.net and in the search type in Joyco hamper, Joyco hamper, and it will come up. And it's a list of things and take it from there. But you can do your own version if you want to. And again, you can start Boxing Day or New Year's Day or whatever with the non-perishable things and add to it. It depends what you want in your hamper. If you just want treats, then save the money and leave the buying until October, November. If you are looking for more staple groceries like tinned fruit or baked beans, things like that, that will also get you through the holiday period, then start those things from January. And you can do it by adding 1 or 2 things a week. Make your list, decide what you want, how many of each thing you want, and then just add 1 or 2 things a week to your grocery shopping or your fortnight or month, whenever it is that you shop. And it will save you a fortune. Absolutely save you a fortune. I know it sounds really nice, and I'm sure the fun of having boxes delivered and unwrapping them and opening them and going, ooh, and would be amazing. Well, I was just about to say, but you can do that yourself. You can do that yourself. Now, I know, I've forgotten her name. We have a member who does her own hamper. She actually has a box, a cardboard box that she covered in Christmas paper and then covered in contacts. So it's lasted a few years. And when she shops when her kids are at school. So every couple of weeks, she'll add a treat, a bottle of soft drink or a bag of lollies or, something, Cocoa Pops or whatever, to the box. And then she brings it out on the 1st of December and lets the kids go through it and put it away. And that's their Christmas hamper. And she's done that since her youngest started school. So it'll be 5 or 6 years, I think, she's been doing that. Yeah. It's a really, you can do hampers so many ways.
Mindy says she always eats the stash.
Then you need to put it somewhere you can't get to it. Get your husband to put it in the roof. Because I don't go in the roof because I don't like the creepy crawlies. That's Wayne's job, to get the ladder and go on the roof. So put it somewhere you can't freeze it if you need to.
Evelyn said 1 year she had to cover a box full of Xmas goodies with a nice table cover and put a lamp on it and used it as a corner table. They had no idea.
Perfect. Hey, if it works, you do what you have to do. We were talking about this a few weeks ago. That applies to all areas of our life, including hiding the Christmas tree.
Joy says that she saves her points for Christmas to buy the treats, ham, chocolates and soft drinks.
Yes, I do too, Joy. My Flybuys points, I save them up, cash them in, or get them transferred to my card in early December, and they pay for a lot of extras for us. Not so much this year because I haven't done a lot of shopping. I haven't been buying petrol. I put petrol in my car on Friday.
A week ago.
First time in 14 weeks I put petrol in the car. It was a bit odd. I didn't quite know. I had to stop and remember which side I had to go
on. Jane S. would like to know what you put in our stockings now that we've grown up.
Well,
not the same.
Pretty much. They still get their cereal. It'll be things like body spray for the boys, the Lynx gift packs or whatever that I've often bought on sale at Boxing Day, or from NQR, often have them for $3 a pack. They're really good value. Those sorts of things. I do for the boys buy them new socks. I find they are hopeless with socks. I don't know what it is. They've always been hopeless with socks. So they get new socks. Hannah I might get perfume for her. If she's looking for craft stuff, it could be craft stuff that goes into it, or PJs. Little things I pick up through the year often. I'll see something and it might be 50 cents on clearance or $2 or something, and I will pick it up and put it in. I've got boxes for them, one each, and I just put the things in the boxes. So middle of next month, I'll go through them and I try to make it even so that they all get not the same quantity, but the same amount of money spent on them. just to be fair. So if someone's got a few 50-cent things and everyone else has got $2 things, then the 50-cent things obviously in quantity will be more, but the value will be the same. So, but yeah, all sorts of things like that. Movie tickets, when they used to like iTunes things, I often will be able to get the iTunes vouchers on half price. So that was always good value. Yeah.
Kerry says Xmas lunch or dinner is on hold for them until they see what the restrictions are by then.
Well, we were hoping to be able to go to Sydney for Christmas because we haven't seen Wayne's dad for well over a year. He usually comes down 2 or 3 times a year, and he hasn't been able to, hasn't been down since August last year. But we're not entirely sure that that will be possible. Simply, even if they open the border, there's a rumour that we'd need to do the 14 days in quarantine, in hotel quarantine, and that costs a fortune, and so we may not be doing that. In which case, I'm sort of planning 2 Christmases. Melbourne Christmas, Sydney Christmas.
Oh, we can do it on St. Patrick's Day.
And could we? And we'll just see what happens for us. I just want the restrictions lifted so I can get the kitchen done. We had
Christmas lunch without the kitchen.
No, that's right. There will be no Christmas lunch without the kitchen. We had our card ladies day on Saturday, and we did it via Zoom, Messenger, whatever. And we were talking about it, and I said, you know what? If the restrictions aren't lifted on the 1st of November, I will be making an appointment, Parliament House, and I will be telling Mr. Andrews exactly how inconvenient his lockdown has been for me. Don't care about anyone else right now. I'm the most important. I need those ovens. It's October, nearly the end of October, and I haven't even made one Christmas cake. Hey, never mind.
Barb says that she does the hamper idea too. She spends $10 or less a fortnight, and she has a good size stashed away for the hampers already.
Cool. Way to go, Barb. Look, DIY hampers are really good. You just have to be strong and don't eat them.
Annette would like to know some cheap move foodie treat ideas for hampers for her 6 stepsons and their families.
Okay. I do hampers for extended family every year, and they are requested. Started off because I didn't really know what to get these people for Christmas, so I just decided I'd give them so small things. When you look at hampers in the store, they are all mini things, not big jars of anything, mini. So little jars of jam, little jars of marmalade, little jars of chocolate sauce, little jars of pickles, mustards, those sorts of things, relishes, tomato relish. Now, on the website, there are recipes for all those things. Jam, microwave strawberry jam is really easy to do. Halve the recipe if you're going to put it into little jars, and you get 6 little jars out of half the recipe, or you can just make the full recipe and have the big jars. It's up to you. Then there's a moo mustard that is really nice. A prepared mustard, like a mustard sandwich spread, really, really nice and very easy to do and very simple and reasonably cheap too. You could do fudge, you could do stained glass fudge. You could do grandma's shortbread, little Christmas puddings. Now, easiest thing ever, individual Christmas cakes. Make up your regular Christmas cake mixture and you've got a choice here. You can get the Texas muffin cups, the paper cups. They're the really big ones. They're about like those ginormous muffins they sell for $6 at Muffin Break. Those huge big ones. Do those. Now, my Christmas cake recipe, we will do 12 of those. I will get 12 out of that. So I do those. Royal puddings I do, and they're so easy to do. Again, just chocolate royals and decorated with some melted chocolate and some spearmint leaves and a little jaffa on the top. They look so cute. You could do truffles, all sorts of things like that. They're edible things, so there's no clutter. Now, those sorts of things are really good too for older people. So that you're not adding clutter to their homes. Or if they like hobbies, they like gardening or something, print off or make some seed, some pretty seed envelope packets. Buy the seeds. Now, somewhere's got seeds on sale for $1.79 a packet. Aldi. Heaps, all different veggie seeds and flower seeds for $1.79 a packet this coming Saturday. So half a dozen of those, but if you make your own pretty seed packets at home, now you can, it's just folded paper, just computer paper and fold it. So it's like an envelope, make it a bit bigger than the actual packets, you just slide it in, and then you can download some pretty pictures and things to put on the front of them, tie them with a ribbon and a trowel or something like that, or a pretty pot or whatever. They like gardening, that's a really nice gift. It won't cost you a lot, but you're putting a lot of effort into it in terms of thinking about it and actually making it. I know there are people out there who don't appreciate homemade gifts, handmade gifts. You've got to feel sorry for them, don't you? Because personally, I'm glad to get a gift, but if someone has taken the time to think about what I would like and then make it or shop for something specific to suit that for me, that's really personal. So if you do things like that, I hope they appreciate them. There's always going to be someone that won't, in which case you're stuck with buying them something, but you can still shop around. Now, the trick with buying presents is if you set a gift budget, for example, $10 per gift, and you just happen to find the perfect gift for $5, that's that gift done. You don't need to buy something else to use up the $5 that you didn't spend. You've got a $10 gift. The fact that you paid $5 for it means nothing.
They won't know.
They won't know. That's exactly right. So you stick to your gift budget, and if it costs less, then you've got more to spend on treats for yourself and your family. It's that simple.
Oh, now I've lost track.
Oh, she's lost track. There we go. She's scrolling.
Jo says that her husband cooks the roast and the Weber on Christmas Day, and she just does the veggies.
Yep. We've done it a few times. Sent Wayne out to back with the barbecue. And I have actually, a couple of times, I've actually even cheated and bought frozen roast veggies and done those in the electric fry pan out on the veranda.
That's when it's really hot.
When it's really hot, yeah. So much easier. So much easier. Yeah. I love barbecues because I don't cook them, Wayne does. And the kitchen stays clean and the house stays cool. No pots to scrub. It's bliss. She's lost again, sorry for it.
Linky Family says they make a point to check the clearance section of stores like Target because they often have nice body products and other nice hamper style things, and she keeps them in the stash the same as trips.
Yes. And you can break them up. You don't need to give it as the bundle it came in. You can break it up. So you can make a really nice spa set. And I've started on the 100 Days of Christmas, I've started putting up a couple of the components of the spa set, but you can do a really nice spa set with a bath bomb and a body lotion and a soap sack with some nice soap in it and a face washer. Make a really nice spa set. You could get a glove, an exfoliating glove. They're like $2 a pair at Reject Shop or places like that, $2 shops, and they come in all different colours. Hannah had a pretty pink one the other day.
That's not an exfoliating glove.
Oh, well, it looked like it. Anyway, so you can tailor make them and you can stretch those gifts, stretch those gift packs to make more gifts and personalise them.
A couple more ideas for homemade things for hampers. Florentine yo-yo biscuits, Tim Tam truffles.
Is that Joy?
The Florentines and yo-yo biscuits are, because they're good. Tim Tam truffles, layered jars to cook their own cookies.
Yes.
Hot chocolate mix biscuits, put them in jars. Yeah. And then Joy says that she knows someone that buys $20 to $30 rejected gifts in the op shop in January for a few dollars. It's the value, not the cost.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, slightly off topic, but re-gifting. I don't have a problem with re-gifting.
I've noticed.
You just have to be really careful. You don't re-gift it back to the person that gave it to you. But there's nothing wrong with re-gifting. I have no issue with re-gifting. I guess it's the thought that counts. It really is the thought that counts. It's not the gift so much.
Joy also says that knitted dishcloths make lovely exfoliating cloths.
Yes, they do. And if you would like to use a dishcloth pattern to knit a face cloth, try it with bamboo yarn instead of cotton because it will be so soft. And they are really good if you're doing baby hampers as baby gifts, knitting the face cloth with bamboo thread. That bamboo thread is just beautiful to knit. It's nice to knit with because it's so soft, but it's so soft to use. It's beautiful.
We're up to date.
And we're up to date. Okie dokie. Well, she's at me. So I hope I've given you some ideas to be able to do your grocery stockpiling, stockpile your December groceries without going over budget. Hide the treats away so nobody will find them. That's really important. Otherwise, you will go over budget. But it's pretty much, it's the way we normally do things, guys. We make our list. We look for the specials. We try to get as low as we can and get it over and done with before Christmas actually starts on the 1st of December, so that you can relax and actually enjoy Christmas and not be running around like a headless chook or stressing. And I think this year, if you, hopefully you're not, but if you're in that, 73% that we're going to spend an extra $900, yike, try not to. Just try not to. Wouldn't you rather have the $900 put away for something special for the family instead of just blowing it on gifts? Okay, so before I go, as we're nearly at the time, we've confirmed the final print run for our 2021 planners. It's done, and the planners are on sale right now. They are nice.
They'll make a great Christmas present.
They would make a nice Christmas present. There is a limited number because we are just doing the one print run, and once they're sold, that's it until 2022. This year we've been able to keep the price down. Well, not really. It's gone up 5 cents. Sorry, folks. So they're $30 each. And I was stressing a bit about that because I thought everything else is going up. Surely the cost of printing and everything will, but we've done a few things differently and we've been able to keep the price to $30. So we're expecting to receive them middle of November, and I've already started the envelopes, the post packs and things with them to get them in. So as soon as they come in, they'll be going out, and of course they'll be sent on a first ordered, first mailed basis, like we always do. We slotted in a few extras this year for next year's planner to make it more useful and a bit more fun. The one thing that we did stick with was the spiral binding so that it opens flat when you write in it. And it's a squishy binding. I've forgotten what they've called it, but it's a special binding so that if it gets squashed, it doesn't break, it springs back. Now, I drag my planner around in my handbag, it gets tossed on the desk, it gets thrown over the chair, it's put down on the floor. So the binding has stood up really well. I think I will put a link, if I haven't already, there should be a link to the sales page just underneath me here. And remember, first ordered, first sent, and there's only a limited number. We won't be doing any reprints this year. There won't be time, and it's just far too stressful for me. Not necessarily for you guys, but we are really excited about it.
Joy likes to know if you can explain how to buy them, like where are they on the website? Okay,
if you go to our website, on our homepage, the very top, there's a section that says Christmas, and the planner is the first on the right, first block on the right. Click on that link. That will take you to the order page. Now, there is a trick. You can choose how many you want, up to 4, and order them. And then down the bottom, and I haven't been able to get it to move up, sorry guys, but down the bottom there'll be a little shopping bag. Once you've chosen however many you want, you click your little shopping bag. That takes you to the secure payment page, and it is secure, where you can put through your details to make your payment. You'll be sent a confirmation email, and then once your planner is dispatched, you'll get a dispatch notice, and it will have a tracking number in it. So you'll be able to track it with the post office. So that is clear as mud. It's just on the website. Click on the planner. It'll say the little link says go. So click on go underneath the 2021 planner. Takes you to the sales page. Fill out your details. Choose however many you want. Then click on the little shopping bag to complete the process. Is that right? Cool. All righty. Okie dokie now.
That makes sense.
Talking about hampers. Today in the op shop in Townsville. Townsville, was it nice and warm? Picked up basically brand new Christmas decorations and food dishes and servingware that I can either use myself or give as a gift. Lovely. Mel's got a clear storage box under the bed for Christmas treats. If you eat them, maybe it shouldn't be clear. Was it Mel that was eating them?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No, sorry, Mel. I did you a disservice. Sorry. Cleaning hampers. Joy, as I mentioned, cleaning hampers. We'll go over this on another show. I'm happy to do the hamper show for you. And Hannah has a couple of Christmas things coming up that she thinks might be fun. So, but cleaning hampers are great. Again, on the website, you'll find a laundry hamper, all sorts of different hampers with ideas and the links to the tip sheets and things so you can print them out for the recipes for miracle spray and washing powder and stuff like that. Right. Okay. 32 degrees. Oh, that would be nice, Joanne. It was a bit cold here. Car hampers, yep. Mel says she won't eat them before Christmas. Good. I like giving hampers, and I know one hamper I do is for my auntie and uncle. Now, my auntie is 87 and my uncle's 93, so they don't need anything else to clutter up their house, you know, and they don't need anything to specifically use. So they get fig jam, lemon butter, little Christmas cakes, royal puddings, pickles, tomato relish. What else do I put in there?
Jam.
Strawberry jam or raspberry jam, shortbread. And if I picked up a DVD or something through the year that I think they might like, you know, sometimes you can get the DVDs on clearance for $4 or $5. I will pop one of those into for them. Now, the hampers are really funny because I put them in, I'll show you when we do the hamper show. I have containers that I bought from the reject shop or Cheapest Chips or somewhere to put them in originally, and it's become a bit of a joke because as soon as it's emptied now, I get it back to put away for next year, please. And that started with actually my sister-in-law's stepfather. We were spending Christmas with them, and so and we know them quite well. So I wanted to do something, so I made a hamper for them, but I tailored it to his particular taste, and he loved it. So I got the container straight back with a thank you, I'd like that again next year, and it works wonders. So I don't mind doing hampers. They're really fun. Okay. Oh, Joanne's from Ringwood. Oh, nice. Well, Joanne, if we can't go to Kimberley next year, which is our plan because it was not yet Kimberley next year, we will be heading back to the Cape. So we just, never mind. Hopefully borders will be open. Life will be back to normal for us. Okay. Okie dokie. All righty, guys. So next week, we might do the hamper show next week because you'll need time to gather the bits together if you're going to do hampers. So if that meets with everyone's approval, I'm happy to do a hamper show next week.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, go away. Nobody cares. You're just the hand. The hand and the voice. We'll do hampers next week. Cool. That will be fun.
We'll have to go shopping.
Oh, no. We'll have to go shopping. Alrighty. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've enjoyed the show, please give us a thumbs up. It's just down there. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and then click the little bell to be notified when we have a new video or we're live. That would be really good. And one last thing, if you know someone that might benefit from watching me blather on, share. Please click share and share the video. Those three things actually do a lot to help us with YouTube, with our YouTube rankings. So simple thumbs up, subscribe and share. It does so much for our YouTube rankings and gets us out there. And of course, the more people that know about us, the more people have the opportunity to live life debt-free, cashed up and laughing. So you're welcome, Barb. Joy said you're prettier than the hand. She says thank you. Prettier than the hand. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you next week with hampers. Have a great week and a nice weekend, everyone. And I hope your team wins football on Saturday. Not sure who I'm going to go for yet. All right, bye.